Question would be like this: we need to find the least square straight line for the following data given, that is the sum of the x and y values are given here. Okay, so now we have some of the values for x and y. So here we can see that the number of observations for x and y are given as 6, right? So first thing we need to write it as given n is equal to 6. So now we know that is the least square straight line. So for straight line we have an equation, that is y is equal to a plus bx, or else we can also even write it as y is equal to ax plus b. Okay, yeah, for that again we have two sets of equations, right? Summation of y a n plus b into summation of x, and summation of xy is given as a into summation of x plus b into summation of x squared. So by using these equations, how to solve these kind of sums? So it's very easy. So in these two equations, compare what and all are the terms there in these equations. So we have the term summation of y, right? We have the term summation of xy, summation of x, and summation of x square. Okay, we have these four terms. Similarly, we need to make the tabular column also. We need to find summation of y, xy, x square. So for that case, we need to consider the values x, y, xy, and x square in order to get its summation. Okay, since we have the values for x and y, we can find xy and x square. Okay, yeah, so now first write the values for x and y and find its summation. The summation of x is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 would give you 21. Similarly, summation of y would give you 26. Summation of x into y means we need to do x into y, 1 into 8, that is 8. 2 4s are 8, 3 3s are 9. Similarly, we are going to do the summations, that is 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 20 plus 20 plus 12 would give you 77. And x square means 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 25 and 36. When you do its summation, we get it as 91. So whatever we got here, right, we need to substitute in the equations also. See, so now our first equation is summation of y a n plus b into summation of x, that is summation of y, we got it here as 26. Substitute that. So in place of a, keep it as it is, and now we need to, since our goal is to find the values for a and b, right, and we have the number of observations values as 6, so it would be 6a plus summation of x is 21b. This is our first equation, name it as equation 1. And summation of xy here is 77. A keep it as it is, a and b keep it as it is. Summation of x here is now 21a plus summation of x square is 91b. So now put these equations as 1 and 2. So now our next thing is we need to solve equations 1 and 2 such a way that we need to get the values for a and b. So we can do it directly using our we can calculate it directly by using equating one of the equations. Okay, otherwise it is easier for you to do it in the calculator, so that you will be doing it in a quicker way. So there is a way to solve these kind of problems. I am going to tell you that one problem I am going to explain you, tell you how to do it in the calculator, and the rest all the things I am going to explain. Okay, so here how, in order to find the values for a and b, what we need to do is first press the mod setup. So here we have few options. See, we can see that this equation is there. This equation, for this equation the number they are asking is 5. Press 5, and again we have this equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c, since we have only 3 terms, right? So see, we have the option of a n x plus b n y is equal to c n. Press that. For that they are asking 1. So now we are going to enter the values of all the coefficients. See, for a, the coefficient of a is 6, right? Enter it 6 and press equal to sign. The value would be entered there. And the second value they are asking is for coefficient of b, 21, and the last value we need to enter it as 26. Press the equal to sign, and now they are asking it for the other equation, that is the coefficient is 21. Press equal to sign. The next number is 91. Press equal to again, and the next number is 77. Okay, after that press equal to, after that we need to press again equal, then we will directly get the values for x and y, but here the values are a and b, right? Yeah, so this x corresponds to the value of a. See, we got the value as 7.133, right? The 3 is recurring. If you press the equal to sign again, you would be getting the value of y, that is minus 4 by 5, which corresponds to minus 0.8. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so now by using these two equations in the calculator we have solved for A and B. So now nothing much to do. Our required straight line is y is equal to a plus bx, right? So we have found the values for a and b, substitute that in this equation, and a corresponds to 7.133 and b corresponds to minus 0.8. So this is our required curve of a straight line. Okay, so in this way we need to solve this kind of problems. And it's a very important question. Okay, yeah, so this is the question. If the coefficient of correlation between x and y is 0.5, that is, if that coefficient of correlation represents as r, right? Here in the question the value of r is given as 0.5 and the angle between the lines of regression is given as theta equal to tan inverse of 3 by 5. So here they have directly given the value of theta here. We need to show that sigma suffix x is equal to half of sigma suffix 5. So here we need to prove this condition, okay, in this question. So it's a direct question. So now apply the formula here. The formula here it's given as, and also here theta is given as tan inverse of 3 by 5, right? Yeah. So here we know that the formula to find angles of regression is given as tan theta equal to 1 minus r square by r into sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square, right? Yeah, so now substitute the values for theta and r here given, right? So first do that. Tan inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to 1 minus 0.5 square divided by 0.5 into this term, keep it as it is, plus summation y whole square. Okay, so now we can see that this tan and tan inverse gets cancelled, right? So this is tan inverse, because this tan inverse if you bring down it would be tan by tan. Tan by tan is again we can cancel it. So only the term left here is 3 by 5 equal to, when we solve this 1 minus 0.5 whole square divided by 0.5, we get our solution as 1.5 into summation x, sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma of y square. Okay, so now we can further simplify and write this as 3 by 5 equal to this 1.5, we can even write it as 3 by 2, right? It's one and the same, right? Yeah, summation x sigma x sigma y sigma x square plus sigma y square. So here we can cancel this 3 and 3, so the left out terms here are 1 by 5 equal to 1 by 2 into sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square. So now nothing much to do. Again take a cross multiply here. So if we cross multiply, this would be 2 into sigma x square plus sigma y square is equal to 5 sigma x sigma y, right? If we cross multiply. So now we need to solve this. Multiply this 2 sigma x square plus 2 sigma y square is equal to 5 sigma x sigma y. So bring this 5 sigma x sigma y here along with this term, that is 2 sigma x square. This would be minus, I will write this term first, 5 sigma x sigma y plus 2 sigma y square is equal to 0, right? So here this is, if you observe this term very carefully, so we can use a method which we have discussed in our lower classes, that is PSP rule. Okay, so what does this PSP rule says? So for now this PSP rule says that whenever we have these two terms of the same degree along with the term which are other degree, so here wherever there is same degree terms, its coefficients we need to multiply, that is P. So this corresponds to product sum product rule. Okay, so whatever is the answer that we need to multiply, here we got 2 2s are, that is 4, write it here. So we need to write this term such a way that the answer of this term we got 4, right? So when we multiply any two numbers, we should get the term 4. Also, when we make the sum of those two numbers, we need to get the answer here as the coefficient of this term, that is -5. In such a way, we need to apply the PSP rule. Okay. See, I'll tell you again. These two coefficients we need to multiply first. That is 2 2s are 4. Write it here. And this 4, we need to get this answer 4 such a way that if we multiply any two numbers, we should get as 4. Also, by the same two numbers, if we add them, we need to get the answer as -5, since -5 is the coefficient of this term. Okay. So here the two numbers, if we do it are, we get -1 and -4. We know that -1 into -4 is equal to +4. Also -1 -4 is equal to -5, right? So here now what to do is write the first term as it is. So here now this term we need to split and write it as -sigma x sigma y. Let 4 first, minus sigma x sigma 4 sigma x sigma y minus sigma x sigma y, split it, plus 2 summation y square, write it as it is, equal to 0. So now we need to factorize it. So here in these two terms we can observe that 2 summation x is common. Take that outside. So here summation x remains here, minus 2 summation y remains here. Since 2 summation x, so 2 sigma x into minus 2 sigma y would give you 4 sigma x sigma y, right? Minus sigma y into sigma x minus 2 sigma y equal to 0, right? So this would be 2 sigma x minus sigma y. This is one term, along with sigma x minus 2 sigma y. This is another term. So now for this we need to equate it separately. That is 2 sigma x minus sigma y equal to 0, or sigma x minus 2 sigma y equal to 0. So this would be 2 sigma x equal to sigma y, or sigma x equal to 2 sigma y. So here if we bring this 2 to another side, it would be sigma x equal to sigma y by 2, or sigma y is equal to sigma x by 2, right? We got these two conditions, but our goal is to find this, right? Not this. We needed to prove that sigma x is equal to 1 by 2 sigma y. See, we have proved it. Sigma x equal to sigma y by 2. So here we get two answers, but whichever is the correct one, put this as tick, and this is the wrong answer. So by doing this PSP rule, we have got this answer, that is sigma x equal to sigma y by 2, hence proved. Okay.
So this is the solution for the question 9C. As we have solved previously the problem for rank correlation, right? So yeah, this is again the same thing, the same methods. Okay, so please pause the video and you can refer this for 9C. Okay.